The first thing you'll need is some clay. You'll need this to actually sculpt your keycaps. I recommend monster clay as it's pretty easy to work with while retaining a lot of detail. The next thing you'll need is a casting system. I get a ton of questions on this, and the one I use is the Z-butt system. But there are others out there, and you should do your own research and pick the one you find the most interesting. The third item on our list is resin. I'm recommending resins with a long cure time because I'm not going to recommend a pressure pot for beginners. It's kind of expensive, and honestly you don't need it to start practicing. The fourth item is silicone. I use Moldstar 30, but make sure you don't order the wrong one as it's pretty easy to get confused on Amazon. The fifth item I'm recommending are basic sculpting tools. Honestly, you might not even need these if you can DIY some basic tools yourself or just stick to using your fingers. Number 7, personal protective equipment is arguably the most important item on this list. Resin and silicone can cause long-term harmful effects if you don't take the proper precautions to protect yourself. So the final total I came out to was about $256 US. And honestly, you might be able to beat this depending on where you live and how much shipping costs you. Keep in mind that this list leaves out a lot of other potential equipment, but honestly, I don't think you need that to just get started and practice. And honestly, $256 is still a high number that might deter you from beginning the hobby. As an alternative, you could just get the clay at first and just start practicing sculpting. Then after you begin sculpting, if you find yourself further interested in the hobby, you can commit yourself to buy the rest of the equipment. Anyways, that concludes my beginner's list. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll answer the best I can.